Absolutely.
All right, we are live, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Crypto Collective Show, House of Maxis. We got our boys in the house, Dripodigy, Danny D, Drip Millionz. What's up, guys?
G'day.
What's up? We're good, chilling.
All good here. All good here in the UK. Apart from the weather, everything's good, man.
That's awesome, man. The UK is it finally stopped raining, or is it back raining again today?
Do you know what? It was nice yesterday until last night, and it just come down again. But I managed to get a walk and talking yesterday for the first time in a week. It's just been a total freaking washout for the last week or so, man. But that's the way things are on this shitty little island. But yeah.
Mr. Wickham's must be spewing, huh? He's not he won't go out. Nah.
Oh, man.
It's too cold. It's cold and wet, mate. It's cold and wet.
Yeah, right.
That's not good. Not good.
Apart from that, all blessed.
Hey, hello to the chat, man. Wayne Parker, West Side, Hush Raya, and Tony Morrow. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining us as always. Hey, look who we got in the background. Look who we got in the background there, Tiger.
Hey, there's a boy.
What's up, Blue Chip?
Command the chip.
G'day.
Now it feels like a house. It feels like a House of Maxis show now. Now
there
we're the House of Maxis, guys.
I was gonna call you later too, bro. So there you are. Now you're here.
No, it's good that he's here because I saw his last video. What are you, an Australian Filipino turkey?
Cool. Wait a minute, what? Y'all gotta explain this one. Yo, quick! I want to hear this.
Oh, you got to watch the. Well, Danny's going to talk about his project.
Maybe
he's going to talk about a stable swap, but the intro is the early bird. The early bird, you got to get in the early bird, and there's all types of birds. And then he goes and this is what you say, a chip. This is an Australian Filipino turkey, and he's got a picture of Danny.
Yeah, man. What the hell? What's with that?
I cracked up so hard, man.
It was kind of off the cuff. I said, I don't know what kind of bird. I was trying to name the birds you had on there, and then all of a sudden the video brought up your picture, and I said, "Oh, I know what kind of bird that is."
It's a classic,
man.
Hey, what's up, Millionz?
All good, my brother. All good. Yeah, man. I'm the same. I'm just trying to catch up on everything. It's just been a mad one. You know, it's like being a new dad and everything. Your weeks just go by. You know, it's crazy. Absolutely. It's crazy, but I've been catching up on a few things today. So I'm going to be excited to hear some stuff that's going on tonight. Anyway, for sure.
Your weeks, your life, you mean?
Mate, honestly, the last 4 months has been crazy.
Yeah.
Gone so quick.
Yeah.
People say that to you. They say, "Oh, you know, when you become a parent, things go so quick and they grow up so fast." Yeah, whatever.
Oh, man,
until you're in that position, it's like, oh my god, that's the mad stuff.
I think one of the biggest things is like when before you become a parent, if you're a cool individual, if you're not just like crazy, you know, then you understand when people don't call you and people are just busy and they just got shit to do, right? But then when you become a parent, you're like, oh, I'm not calling anybody. Like I have no time. Don't even think about getting a call from me. Like you might get a text on the weekend, like maybe. But yeah, communication just falls off a cliff, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a matter of adjustment, guys. I mean, hey, I've got 6 kids and I'm still a party dude. You know, it's an adjustment thing. You kind of make it fit in there somewhere. And
you gotta be.
Yeah, children are a lot more resilient than what we think they are. They're tough little things, man. They're really tough little things, and they can handle a hell of a lot more than what most people think they can. So again, Not lifestyle advice.
You can't give lifestyle advice. You just can't give financial advice.
You gotta be, if I can say anything though, obviously we're all highly driven and whatnot, you know. The only thing is when I had my daughter, like you, Millionz, you know, like had her, blinked, and 3 years had gone past. You know what I mean? And I just like I was just so still ingrained in focus and produce and provide that I can't remember from the day she was born till she was about 3. I just gone. You know?
Yeah, you just go off of instincts, man. All right, let's get to this crypto because I know that's what people want to hear. They want to hear about Drip. They want to hear about other crypto projects going on. So we got Danny D in the building. Danny, catch us up, man. What is going on in crypto, bro? Tell us. Gentlemen,
like that. It's just insane what's happening at the moment. There's so many things going on. Not just my project that you know I'm gonna like give you a little bit of alpha on later on, but man, there's so much stuff happening in the space, and unfortunately, with so much stuff going on, a lot of people are just jumping into things without actually really looking at it, you know, and that's because I feel that, you know, a lot of people probably didn't make the right decisions over the past 1.5 to 2 years, and they're not where they were wanting to be. Okay, so now they're looking at other projects to jump into to try to recoup. Well, I don't know if it's really losses, but, you know, try to gain more than what they have actually gained at this point in time. So, you know, there's lots of good things out there, but there's also lots of things that are not so good, you know. So, and I think it's really an education thing as well. We always go back to this about education. People have really got to start educating themselves and looking into things a lot deeper instead of looking at just what's there just in front of you. You know, you've got to look at things on a long term as well as a short term and a midterm, and you know, assess it and see what's going to work best for you, because not everybody's got the same play. A lot of people come into crypto, they're looking for that quick buck, you know, and some of them do, most of them don't. You know, most of them don't make that. And I think it's if you can shift your mindset a little bit and look at things like a mid to long, especially in the current market that we're in now, you know, I think that's a better play. I didn't come on this show to actually really shill my thing, right? To be honest, I just came on here because of you guys. But you know, if it's cool with you, I will mention a few things about it.
Definitely.
I know Blue Chip's excited about this, and I know there's a few people out there in the chats that are excited about this because it's actually pretty revolutionary what we're doing. Okay, and this is out within the next 36 hours. 36 hours, okay, if not sooner.
Okay.
Yeah, doing the final testing now. Pretty much it's like this. This is going to be the attention grab. Early bird, which Blue Chip was talking about, Nel-E was talking about earlier. With the early bird, you can literally take advantage of earning up to 191.625% APR on a stable coin, which is pretty insane, man.
That's absolute insanity. What are you talking about? A stable coin?
Yeah.
What kind of voodoo is this?
With like ETH or something? No way.
See,
no way.
Man, well, yes way. Basically, guys, you know, others have tried to do something similar to this, I guess. Yeah, see, there's lots of rugs going on and stuff like that. Well, a lot of people have looked at trying to do something similar. Like, how are we going to generate that kind of money on a stable coin? And that's the question. Well, the big difference with what we have with Stable Swap is we generate that through external revenue, and a legit, fully licensed outside business where, you know, we're held by accountable for things that we do by the central bank over here as well. So we have licenses that have come from the central bank and other organizations that that allow us to be 100% legit. And what we have is a real deal OTC. Okay, OTC as in over the counter, online over the counter. So it's buying and selling of cryptocurrency using your fiat to go in and you buy the crypto, and also selling. So you've got the different ways. Let me just bring this up on my side here. Just to explain to you, because people say, oh, how is that possible? How can you offer those kinds of APRs? Because normally when people are talking about stable coins, you're looking at 3%, 4%, maybe in a year. Okay, we're looking at up to 191.625%, depending on which option you go with. So basically, how it happens. So the APR that we that we're offering there, giving the opportunity for people to have, it comes from fee sharing from our fully licensed and legit OTC. Okay, so we're powered by Top One Tech, which holds all the licenses, everything from custodial licenses, electronic money licenses. There's a whole list of them. I can't go through it right now. So basically, it's fee sharing. Okay, fee sharing, and how we earn fees is the spread. So the spread is when you buy and sell, it's the gap in between. Okay, for buying or selling. Obviously, that's what we call a spread. So we're making money off the spread. On-ramp and off-ramp as well. On-ramp and off-ramp fees, local and international remittance fees, peer-to-peer fees, and then obviously there's also a referral system within it, and that's subsidized by our marketing budget. So this is 100% legit. Wow. This is how we can offer these kind of APRs. Okay.
That's crazy.
Now this is part DeFi, but mainly CeFi. Okay. Which doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, you're earning high APRs on stables. So you don't have price volatility. You can, you can provide liquidity today. Liquidity provision is what we call it. Of, let's say, a value of, let's say, $100. You know that when you do that today, it's not going to drop to 10 cents tomorrow. Right. Because we're dealing with stables. Correct. So there you go. Ask me questions if you want to, guys, but that's
that's awesome, man. Yeah, we'll get back into it later, but I'm interested to ask. I have a lot of questions about this actually. But that sounds super bullish, and if it's coming out within 36 hours, sounds like I need to make a withdrawal or get out of some crap tokens and pull funds over here, man. I'm ready to. I'll farm stables all day. Yo.
Yeah. Just one second.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's shift gears. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dripodigy.
No. I'll let Danny speak about it because I could be way off. I know he had different times of locking it up, which gives you the different APRs, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you've got penalties for getting out. Well, as Richard Hart would say, lying.
If I can, I'll just expand on that just a little bit. Yes, there's 60 days, 120 days, and 300 days. And depending on which option you go for there's obviously a different APR. Obviously, the longer you hold it in there, or that you put it in there, then the higher APR that we can offer you. Okay. Now, in regards to early withdrawals, as you were talking about, now that's not coming in this version. That's when we do the next upgrade. Okay. Oh, yeah. The early withdrawals. So in regards to early withdrawals, we're talking about, again, this is, don't hold me to this because that's something that we're looking at. Whereas, so let's say you've got a 60-day or 120-day period that you're providing liquidity. And if you in emergency unstake or want to get that out for an emergency purpose, there could possibly be an option for you to do that. Okay. But obviously similar to, I guess, dogs, for example, on Animal Farm or whatever, you can take things out. You can take things out, but there's a penalty if you're going to take it out early. Okay, obviously it's a cycle of funds, right? So that's probably coming in the next version. But in the one that we're launching now, you're getting daily rewards. Okay, so there's daily rewards based on the APR, and that will just automatically go into your wallet. Okay, the wallet that's created onto the system. Now those rewards are claimable at any time without penalty, but it has to reach a specific threshold before you can take it out. I mean, depending on how much you're putting in, there's no point with claiming out 50 cents a day. You know what I mean? So at this point, we're looking at the threshold of being $50. So once you've accumulated rewards up to $50, then you can take it out. That's okay, perfect. But the rewards are accumulating every single day. So you don't have to wait for the full length of the term to be able to get your money. All right, you can still get your rewards out. So the big difference there, it's not locked. It's only locked in for the specific term. After that, you can take the whole thing out with no penalty.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's just like Hex. Hex has you can have
similar.
Yeah, similar to Hex, and a few other apps like Genie does the same thing. That app sucks though. All right, that's awesome, man. Yeah, we'll get into more technical stuff later.
Yeah.
With Stable Swap. Yeah, no doubt, man. We're gonna switch gears. We're gonna go to Millionz over here and talk about Drip, because I don't know. I feel like personally, I think the last time you were on here, Danny, you said, people they're expecting inflation to end in 100 days, but you said, oh man, it's gonna end way earlier than that. That's the way I feel at this moment now. We're really getting there. So opposite of that statement, what's been going on with Drip, Millionz? No pun intended.
Well, it's I think nice. I think the fact is with Drip right now is a lot of people they're just chilling. They're just chilling and waiting for that timer to end. And as Danny said, it's going to probably end a lot sooner than people think it's going to end. But obviously, it seems to have found a natural bottom around 1.5 cent. I noticed that over this weekend, it didn't drop below that, as far as I'm aware. So it seems to be staying pretty much around that level. I've been DCAing around this sort of level for a few weeks now. So I'm just happy to accumulate really at the moment. And with things like, I did speak in a recent video about my personal strategy with Drip right now, as things stand. I don't know what's coming with this whole Master Blaster thing. I've got no idea what that's all about. I know, they're building quite a lot of intrigue and they're building a storyline, which I like, but I've got no idea what that's about. So in terms of what's actually available right now, my current strategy is simply about 25% into the kitchen sink. So unless I'm earning 1.5% per day on that every day, and I'm holding about 50% to put into the liquidity locker when that comes through, because I feel that's going to be just a nice, easy set and forget. I haven't got time to be constantly, moving stuff around all the time. So that's going to be a set and forget. And I'll probably keep 20% liquid. So if it hits certain price targets, I'll just take some profits on the way. But the thing is, I know that I can't damage the system by doing that. You can't really be a bad actor anymore in this project. Whereas before, obviously with the consistent parasite wallets and people were just taking and not putting back, it kind of highlighted a fault within that system, because you can't rely on people to play the game as it was intended. People are always going to put themselves first. And as we saw with Drip, because there wasn't the mechanics in place to stop people from just trading the system day by day, people just went ahead and did that. Obviously they bought into a lot of the FUD and the attacks that happened on it as well. But in terms of what's happening now, nice and simple: 25% risk play into kitchen sink, 50% will go to the liquidity locker, and 20% I'll keep liquid. So, I don't, because it's going to be a set number of tokens soon. With this tax that's going to be going to this tax manager, where 90% is going to be burned. Whatever you do, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, whether you're moving, doesn't matter what you do within the ecosystem now, you're going to be burning plenty of Drip. So there is no real way to, you know, game the system anymore. There is going to be consequence. If you're going to dump your tokens, there's going to be a consequence. And that is that you don't have the drip anymore. Before, you could dump as many tokens as you wanted and there'd be no consequence because there's parasite wallets are continuing to build. But now there's no real way of gaming that anymore. And I think that is really going to come into the forefront as people realize that the minting is going to stop, and it's going to stop, as Danny said, sooner than people think. So yeah, I'm personally just positioning myself right now, and I'm waiting for the magic to happen.
Incredible. I think that's awesome that you're sharing your strategy with everybody else, and it gives me ideas personally on what I could do with my drip bags, because I'm just focused on accumulation right now. I still have maybe like 10 wallets left that are dripping. I've had a few of them end. They just reached max payout, so just holding that drip, and the time will come. And it's just awesome to know that there's no inflation, or there's not going to be any inflation at some point, and it's going to be very, 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 very soon. So yeah, it's good to see a few of my wallets reach that max payout, and I'm like, okay, like this is it. And then at the same time, see the price start to turn around. I'm like, all right, like, you know, I don't like to call any price floors for tokens, but I feel like this is really it. I feel like we've seen enough. And yeah, John Timothy thinks we've seen enough too. He says, I watched Blue Chip Drip's video and dropped a hammer. Yo, how's it going, Chip, man? You're influencing people to drop that sledgehammer, bro.
Well, Chip's the kitchen sink mascot, I reckon.
Yeah, man.
That's Crypto Neptune, man. He's got the kitchen sink down. I go to his videos to find out, you know, what's going on with that. He knows it. He knows technical, and he's just, you know, Crypto Neptune. He's real savvy with that stuff.
Yeah,
he's a good guy. Yeah,
he's got some great content. Definitely.
He talks about a bunch of different projects, and yeah, we appreciate him. Another solid member of the Crypto Collective. Hopefully, he'll join us on our show pretty soon. But you know, what else is going on, Chip? What's going on in your drip life, man?
You know, just like in my videos, I'm you know, just accumulating just like yourself. And I had a question, like, so as far as a max wallet, if your faucet, if you accumulate 100,000 in there, that's considered a max wallet. But when you claim and it's sitting in the fountain, which is technically your wallet, whether that be MetaMask.
The fountain is a swap.
Right.
Nothing's on. Yeah. Nothing's sitting on the fountain. It's either in your wallet in MetaMask or Ravi. But there's drip in the fountain for you to swap.
Right.
And that doesn't belong to you. That belongs to the protocol.
So if you're letting it sit in the fountain, which is a swap, you can accumulate. You can just hold it in there, whether it's 100,000 or 200,000, right?
It doesn't sit in there, bro.
It doesn't.
What appears in the fountain is actually what's sitting in your MetaMask or your Ravi wallet.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's what I've been saying on my videos. So.
Yeah. Are you letting it sit in the fountain? No. It's not. The fountain is just showing your wallet balance. That's your
wallet. But okay, so
that's correct. That's why you see like on both sides of the fountain is that BNB side, and then the drip side. It'll read your BNB balance, and then it'll read your drip balance.
While the price is down, I'm like, well, it'd be cool to have all the wallets at 100,000. You know, it just, I don't know. That's my goal.
That's awesome, man.
Brother. Absolutely.
And
you know, when it goes up in price, dude, you'll be coming to visit me for sure.
No doubt.
Man, I'm wanting to do that walkabout, man. I really am.
Can you guys hear my dog snore or not?
No, I can't hear it at all.
Good.
Yeah.
Freaking annoying.
Yeah. So what's up with you, Dripodigy? You doing the same thing? Just stacking that drip?
Yeah. Pretty much the same as you, man. I'm just stacking drip. I'm looking long term. It's not like it used to be, you know. Like I see it, and I haven't been engaging into my turning my PC on every single day like I used to. Make sure I'd compound. You know what I mean? So now I just let it sit there, and you know, you see the dollar signs next to it, and you go, nah. It's going to, the only way is up from here, man. So I'm excited for what's to come. I still haven't worked out a strategy, so I like listening to Millionz in terms of what to allocate, where, what's Master Blaster. I'm waiting to see when it actually does become deflationary. All these projects, Danny's Drip Potluck. What else is there? The kitchen sink. What else we got out there? DDD, where the boys, the Drip Warriors, did the push the other day. I think that's when we'll actually see these projects actually make a dent or actually impact Drip in terms of price action. So I'm just stacking, man. I'm stacking Drip. I'm stacking Hex, P-Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and that's about it, man.
Yeah, there are a lot of tokens to stack right now, man. There's a lot going on in crypto, dude. Bitcoin's at $35,000 at a time where, you know, there's still a little bit of financial uncertainty in the markets, and people don't really know what's going to happen in the U.S. because of the Fed saying that they're going to keep rates high. I don't believe I'm going to call their bluff, but that's just me. But you know, crypto's doing this thing, and then we've seen a wave of that come down to DeFi and other projects doing very well. You know, P-Drip just skyrocketed for the love of God. I mean, I do kind of understand, you know, why it went to 100, but how it got to $100, I mean, damn, like that's insane, man.
Good, man.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Don't get me started. I'm in. I'm still in. So I got a bag in there. Yeah, it's all good. You know, Base Drip's doing this thing. I'm still a big believer in the Pulse Chain ecosystem altogether, you know, but then there's good projects in there. There's Goat Token. You can get in the Goat Feeder. You know, you can get in Spark Swap. You know, there's still Hex, there's still Pulse Chain, there's still PLSX. You can just accumulate those. And at some point, the market is going to turn around. You know, it would have been nice for people to buy a crap ton of Bitcoin at 21K and then profit off of, you know, it being 35K right now. People don't have that mindset when it starts dropping. You gotta have that mindset, man. And you gotta stick with that mindset. I don't know.
PTSD though, huh? PTSD. I think a lot of us that got in late 2021 or beginning of 2022, just so much uncertainty, right? But I don't know about you guys, but I was in crypto. I've been in crypto for a while, but this is my first sort of bear market where I've actually been engaged every day. It feels like an eternity, man. It feels like an eternity. You know, like in real life, 2 years is nothing. You just laugh, like we were just saying before the show started. But 2 years in DeFi, oh man, it's like I've done my 10,000 hours. You know what I mean?
I think historically, this is like the longest bear market of all time. I think historically, I'm pretty sure it actually is. But you know, it's certainly it's been one hell of a opportunity to build positions. That's for sure. I mean, you know, I quite enjoy these times. I get a little bit annoyed if I wake up and everything's green because I don't feel as though I've stacked enough yet. So I'm definitely in the mindset of I want to see red candles. I really want to see a pullback to at least 31K Bitcoin, and that should bring a nice little sink on the altcoins as well, because there's still opportunities to buy, I think, up to the end of this year, going into next year. So hopefully there'll be a nice little, I think it'll be healthy if you can just pull back into that sort of 31K, and that'll be a nice opportunity, you know, to stack a few more bags before the Bitcoin halving hype starts to really kick in. So I'm hoping for more red candles personally. But yeah, it has been a long bear market. But for me, I would have it another year personally, because I'm just in that frame of mind right now. I would like that. I don't think it will be.
Do you reckon it's going to be a green 24? You reckon it's going to be a green 24?
I think 2024 is going to be a very, very important year. I think 2024, yeah.
I think nearer to the end of it. Nearer to the end of 2024.
It'll be after April. After April, yeah, definitely the latter half of 2024, yeah.
And the thing to get excited about there, guys, is usually, you know, after a bear, you have a much longer period of a bull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like historically, if you look at, let's say it lasts for a year, well, then you're in a bull for, you know, almost at least double of that time. So, you know, accumulate now and then take all those profits when the bull starts. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it, to be honest. I've been here before, and I've seen this thing cycle so many times already. You know, it's just it's a waiting game at the moment, and a little bit of patience, and you know, it's all going to bounce back. I mean, it's tough, it's very tough, you know, and you got to have big kahunas to really ride it out. Okay? But sure. You know, those that can stay in there, you know, there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a really big light.
How's it compared, Danny? You're an OG. You've been in the space from the beginning. Bitcoin. How's this one compare?
Oh man, this is brutal. It's definitely brutal. It's a great question. You know, yeah, it's definitely brutal, and there's so many other factors that are coming into this now, because it's not just the markets themselves. I mean, it's all the other external things. You've got the wars that have been going on, and more wars that are being created now, and obviously all of that's based around money too, in one way, shape, or form. So that affects everything. And then you've got things like SEC crackdowns and all of that. So it's a very brutal one, because it has a lot more factors to why we're in this situation.
The variance.
Yeah, it's, you know, so that's the way I see it. But again, I'm not fast, and I know it's difficult for people to grasp that. They go, well, geez, we've been losing money or whatever. And I understand that. But, you know, you got to come into these things with a long-term play. You can't think of this as just tomorrow. You know, it's a lot further down the road than just tomorrow. So,
go Millionz.
Oh, I was just going to say that I have a feeling that this bull run, as much as I don't particularly want regulations and all this institutional for various reasons, I'll be quite honest with you, but I think that will be involved, and I think it's going to be probably the biggest bull market ever seen, and I think it probably will be the biggest one, you know, for at least another decade or so. I think it's going to be an absolute face melter. I really do, with the introduction of this institutional money, which comes with good and bad points, and good and bad sides. But you have to take it for what it is, and I think it's probably going to be some massive opportunities to make some pretty life-changing gains for most people who've got decent positions, you know, ready. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword, really. But I think the institutional money is going to make this one an absolute face melter.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, quick shout out, Kryptonite.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out Kryptonite, man. We appreciate you joining, bro. He said thank you.
Ask him if he wants to join us, man.
Absolutely.
There you go.
I don't have his TG, but
I do. I can share it with him if you want. I do.
Awesome. Yeah, please do that. Please do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you about DeFi, and Danny and Chip. Well, all of us are grown. We've all got kids and all that, but I've never had a problem with long-term mindset and setting goals. Be real estate, be business, be stocks. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the mindset I've always had. You know, I've got my weekly goals, my fortnightly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, 5 years. You know, but man, I got schooled in DeFi. Like I got, honestly, like I went through it. I mean, I always held my cool and all that because I'm grown, but it is a different, it's different in the fact that you're so much more engaged. You know what I mean? Than than what it would be with stocks. Unless you're a day trader, obviously, you just set and forget. And you know, real estate, you just buy your real estate, your investment. Somebody else deals with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, this was different. But yeah, you hold your nerve. You back yourself and you accumulate, man. So yeah, I think as Millionz said, well, all you guys say, I think when the bull run does come, it's going to be amazing, and the ones that are still standing are going to persevere. You know, like
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
No doubt about it, man. Yeah, you know, I feel like you need a degree in DeFi. You can't just come in DeFi and just say, "Oh, I'm going to make money. This is my first DeFi project. I'm going to ball out." Like, no, you got to go through DeFi school, man, and you got to get hazed. And when I say hazed, I mean they're gonna have you running down the street, racing your frat brother buck naked. You know, you're gonna do a case race. You're gonna do all this stuff that's gonna get you wrecked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and by the end of it, then you're gonna be able to say, "Hey, man, I'm a part of DeFi now." You know, you've been paddled a few times. You know, it just has to happen, man. And the good ones, the smart ones, the strong, the mentally strong, which most people in the space are not. They're gonna get through this. You know,
for sure.
No
I think also you need to find a balance between DeFi and CeFi and other things as well. You know, you definitely have to do that. You know.
100%.
Yeah, if you're all just focused on one thing, it's, you know, well, expect to ride that really massive volatility, so to speak. And you talked about seeing just before daughter's vulnerable. You can't join us at the moment.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. But possibly next week. Yeah. So it's finding that balance, you know. Have to.
Yeah.
I kind of lost my train of thought there, but yeah.
And people think that just because you lose money in DeFi, you get a lot of those quick reaction people. They're like, "Oh, I'm out. This is all this. All the DeFi is a scam. Nobody has ever made money in DeFi," and then they leave. You know, you got that low confidence individual. Just what is Westside saying? Tiger just revealed the crypto collective initiation.
We've all had to do
it. Million needs to do one of his walk and talks, butt naked.
I'll have to put that one on Rumble.
Oh my God. This is too good. This is too good.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but you got to go through it. But don't think that just because I lost money in DeFi, I'm out. I'm going to stocks. If you're not experienced in stocks, you're gonna lose money there too. It's not a joke. You know, like everywhere you go, you need to have some experience. You got to get skin in the game. You're not just gonna succeed. You know, so as long as you have a winner's mentality, as far as making money, keeping money, and investing money, do those three things, then you'll be just fine. You read books and you listen to books about successful people, and you know, most people in DeFi, I lost X amount of money, and X is usually thousands of dollars or tens of thousands, right? But you read these books and you hear these people, oh man, you know, I remember when I lost my first million. You know, I made $1 million and I lost my first $1 million, and then I got it back. So you got to have that mentality if you're a winner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling you a loser if you're not, but I'm just saying you got to understand that if you really are a winner inside, you're gonna get it back. It's nothing.
10,000 ways not to do it, right? Thomas Edison. Yeah. That's the story of my life, man. I come from the school of hard knocks, man. I got to hit my head a few times before the lights come on. You know what I mean?
Also a man. You're also a man. We learned that way.
We should collaborate on a book called "Living from the Bottom of the Barrel."
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
I like it, man. For keeping it real, dude. Keeping it real.
Yeah, as KK said, the L's are AKA lessons of part of the process. You know, that's 100%.
Absolutely. It's not all champagne and roses, man. There's the hard yards that you got to battle through. You know,
Right.
the way it is. It makes us who we are.
I feel sorry for the guys that are.
Yeah, you can't even say it. I don't feel sorry for anybody.
But the guys that were sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm retiring," you know, like, and don't worry, babe, it's all good. We're in
They all come back. They all come back. They're like Millionz said. They're the ones that are coming back buying the green candles. They're gonna be back whenever Bitcoin goes to 70K, 80K, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's back." You know, I'm gonna go back, and except this time they're gonna get in when it's like 100K. And then they're going to see those candles down all the way down, you know, like that's how fickle most individuals are, you know, in life. And so that's what you expect from the herd. It really takes a strong personality to get through something like this and just keep on kicking. Like, no, you know, the average individual is worried about this. I'm not worried about this, man. Peaks and valleys, dude. Peaks and valleys.
And that's why there's a 1%. That's why there's a 1%. 1% of people will have the mindset to buy the blood, buy the fear, buy the red candles, and 99% of people don't. And it's just it just that's the same in every cycle and everywhere you go. There's the same thing, always the same. So it's no different now.
Absolutely.
And I do understand that, you know, some people feel like they may have lost money in Drip, or they actually did lose money in Drip, or whatever DeFi projects they were in. And so now their mindset shifts towards the short term. And so I'm circling back to what you were saying earlier, Danny. They forget if you're in DeFi, you got to focus on who you can trust from a developer standpoint and get in long term. You're not going to make you can make money short term, but that's not where the money is. Like, not financial advice. Like, this is still crypto is still a long term thing. If you get into projects, it's not going to wreck you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. You know, you at the end of the day, if you can hang in there, again, you don't lose money until you sell.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
So if you can give yourself the hodl mindset and then see, obviously that doesn't ring true for every single project. Okay. But the main ones that we're talking about now, I mean, obviously Drip. I mean, I'm still a strong believer. You hodl that, and your future looks bright. That's my opinion. But not financial advice. You know, there it is.
Nel-E, we got you back, bro.
Yeah, I keep hiding what I'm drinking. I feel dirty when I'm around the room with Millionz. I'm drinking
a soy latte.
No, it's a Fanta. It's not coconut water. It makes me feel, actually, we got Danny. I shouldn't care. He's on the Alakazoos.
I think we just saw Chip
this morning.
I think Chip's drinking a beer.
Chip's drinking a beer. I feel good, so I'm drinking Fanta.
Well, it might as well be water. It's Mick Ultra.
No, it just is water.
Now you boys have done it. I got to do one now, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Oh, God.
I'll take a 20.
Alakazoo.
What's the time? Alakazoo.
It's 7:44 a.m. here.
Oh.
Beautiful. The breakfast of champions.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I got to pace myself today because it's going to be a crazy day.
Crazy day. If you're launching in 36 hours, what are you just in and out of meetings?
Could be sooner, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may just do a stealth thing like we did with Drip Potluck. Maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, you just DM'd me like what 4 or 5 hours ago and said I got to get some sleep.
Yeah, man, wasn't long ago. I've been running like that for the past 3 or 4 weeks now. 7 days a week, pretty much. Just I wake up in the morning. I'm in here. I'm doing my stuff. Obviously coordinating everything in the back end. We've got you know, obviously we've got different roles. I've got partners, so we have different roles, but we also double check and keep everyone else in check. You know, that's how we work. It's running like a well-oiled machine right now, to be totally honest with you, man. I love it. And that's what keeps me awake and keeps me motivated. And seeing what we're actually going to be able to do for the community, you know. Again, I didn't come on here to talk about all of this, right? But obviously while we're here, I may as well mention a few things about it. What I really love about this project is that it gives an opportunity for us to now onboard people from outside because of our strategy in regards to the OTC. Okay, the OTC, for those that don't know, is over the counter. Okay, so it's actually online over the counter. But again, we're talking about educating people and showing them the ways of using the OTC to benefit them. Like we've got licenses in the Philippines. We're working on licenses now for India, Dubai. We've got Turkey. We've got Vietnam, etc., etc. Okay. So at the moment, the OTC side is not going to be available for the people in the US or the UK, just the OTC. Okay. But the platform itself, the stable swap platform where you can be involved in that's open to everybody and anybody. Okay. So you don't have to be part of the OTC to be part of the platform. The OTC itself is going to run regardless of the platform. Okay. Basically what we're doing with the platform, stable swap platform, is we're providing an opportunity for liquidity by the people, for the people, and you get a fee share from our OTC business. Okay. You'll know more about this when I actually go live and I can show you the screens and everything like that, again, within the next few hours. But basically what it's going to do is, you know, we're creating a whole system over here on the ground here in the Philippines where we're showing people how to use crypto for remittance purposes. Okay. And you can never have enough liquidity. There's always so much more demand. So, you know, we're teaching people, okay, well, you got a family member that's over in Dubai. All right. Our system allows for people to on-ramp using AED, which is Arab Emirates Dirham. So they're over there. They're sending money back usually to people over here, families over here. They can now use AED over in Dubai or INR in India, and then they can send it over here. And through our OTC system, people here can just automatically withdraw it either to their, you know, over here we've got Gcash, PayMy, Union Bank. We've got all the banking systems and everything, and they can just do it straight through our app. Now to send funds like that, it's what, 3 cents, maybe 5 cents, as opposed to trying to send something through Western Union, where in some cases, depending on the amount that you do, those fees can be really high.
It's robbery, you know? Man. It's 50
absolutely.
Bucks, 80 bucks.
Yeah. That's right. So now we have a system where people can use this for like remittance. Okay. And so all of those transactions, every single transaction is now feeding the stable swap ecosystem and providing rewards to people on the system. So when people say, oh yeah, but you know, what if no one uses the OTC? Well, I can guarantee you people will use the OTC because that's our business model. We've been in this for a long time already. We know, I mean, that you can never have enough liquidity for the demand. So, you know, and yeah, so it's pretty amazing stuff. It's a real use case. And you talked about regulation earlier, Millionz, bro. You know, I'm not about like regulating the whole thing, but I believe that regulation does have a part, and it should be a part of everything that we're doing in the crypto space. There needs to be. I mean, for example, without regulation, because we are regulated by central bank over here for the project that we're doing, without regulation, we wouldn't be able to offer this. Okay, we wouldn't be able to offer something where people can come in with stables and be able to earn up to 191.625% on a stable. Yeah. Without that kind of regulation, we wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, you know, and again, regulation and the fact that we are regulated by Banco Central. So we have to keep everything 100% above board, 100% legit. So there's the benefit of the people that are coming onto the stable swap. They know that we have licenses. You'll be able to see the licenses and go, hey, man, this is a safe bet. Obviously, there's inherent risks in everything that we do, but now we're giving you an opportunity to go, okay, well, I'm not going to be earning these like the same kind of things as these daily ROI DApps where they're promising 1%, 1.5%, 2% per day. Okay. I'm earning X amount, right, on this kind of APR, but I know it's solid. I know that I'm not going to be putting it in today and it's going to dump by 90% tomorrow because this is stablecoin. Now, what a great transition, or what a great first step for someone that's just coming into the space, right? Whether it's $50 minimum to get in, right? $50, all right? But $50 on a 300-day term is going to net you, if it's on early bird, is 191.625% on something that's not going to fluctuate. Well, it's not going to be volatile. There's obviously, even in stablecoins, there's a little bit of fluctuation, but it's very, very minimal. It's, you know, it's not even worth talking about. So, you know, someone that can come in and do that with $50 and 191.625%. If you don't take advantage of the early bird, it's 127.75%. Whoop-de-doo. It's still 127.75% APR, right? On 300 days. So
is there not there's no token involved. There's just you add liquidity
no token.
And you get it's locked for X amount of days, which is 30, 60, 300. And then the end of that lockup period, here's your money.
That's right. That's it. And well, even before the end of the lockup period, you can pull out whatever you put in.
Your rewards.
But no, at the end of the period, you can take everything out.
Correct.
It's not permanently locked in. It's only locked in for that period of time. But all the rewards that you're also generating in that time, you can take that out at any time. So you don't have to wait until the end of the term, expiry of the term. You can take that out at any time. So yeah,
you're getting rewards for parking your money. Yeah, you're parking your money and getting mad rewards for it. And
absolutely. Then, I mean, if you consider, like, let's say you're a whale, all right, and then you got like a big wad of money. Let's say $500,000, for example. Okay, you put equivalent to $500,000 in there at 191.625% for 300-day term. That's absolutely massive. That's a real passive income.
It's insane. Doubling your money.
Doubling your money effectively, even more.
Yeah, tripling, almost tripling, just under.
Yep. That's right. And there was a question that was raised earlier in the chats there as well on our Telegram. You know, what's the fees? Dude, 1%. 1%. And on security level, you're not connecting your MetaMask. You're not doing any wallet connect. You're not connecting Rabbi.
Oh, that's crazy.
You have to create an account on the system, and you create an account on the system. It creates a wallet, and then all you do is you interact. Like if you want to go deposit, it gives you the address, your wallet address that you send the money to from your MetaMask or your Rabbi or whatever. You're not actually connecting your wallet to the site. Okay. And then to withdraw, when you go to withdraw, it asks you what address you want it to go to. And then you put into your MetaMask address and the system will send it out.
That's dope. You're not going to be able to offer this in every country.
Susie, yes.
This is dope. I love everything about it. This is really dope.
Oh man, it's nuts. It's literally nuts.
Is this the one you said? Sorry.
Go ahead, Dripodigy.
This is the one where you were saying that we got to wash. Well, I don't like.
No. We're not gonna. No, it's not. Basically, what happens is you create an account. The account, you create an account on the site. It allocates your wallet. That is your account. Okay. Yeah. Within that system, you can actually transfer funds between other account holders. Well, 1% fee. All right, so you can do that, and basically, you have it's a wallet. Okay, so it's like, for example, if you're sending money to Binance, you got a wallet on Binance, or if you're sending money to Crypto.com, you're sending you've got a wallet on Crypto.com, and then when you want to send out from that wallet, you specify what wallet address you want it to go to. Okay. But it's all legit. It's above board. We're regulated by central bank, so we have to. We have to have all the compliances, right?
Yeah. I don't care centralized. Just show me the money, man.
That's what it is, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I want the fees. I want the fees because if you're getting an OTC license, then people are going to come from not in crypto, and that's
the big difference there, bro. Is that people have tried to do this, but they don't have the licenses that we do. These licenses are hard to come by. You can't just go and apply for a license. You've got to go through all the due diligence. You've got to have the proper, there's a lot of funds that have to be raised to be able to do this. You imagine central bank's not going to just go to, award it to somebody that's just come off the street and say, hey, I got $10,000. I want one of these licenses. That's just never going to happen, right? So you have to have that history. You have to, and we've had it for, I think, since 2018 through partnership, huh? Through partnership.
Dope, man. See, I hope y'all are listening to this Crypto Collective guests, not guests, but viewers. This is very important. I mean, this is alpha here. This guy's answering all the questions without having any of us having to ask them. Really, this is complete transparency.
Yep, it is.
You're talking about earning fees. This is not money in, money out. This is what you're going to earn. If the fees are not there, you're not going to earn them, and it's not promising you. X amount. It's up to X amount.
It's up to, but we're 1,000% confident that we can provide those anyway. And the thing is, it's supported by a real legit business. Yeah.
I don't know why you would. This is just wait. And people are ready to. Everybody wants to put their money in something to make money. Everybody, okay, and that opportunity. I don't know about Australia, but in the States, that opportunity has gone significantly down over the past 24 months. Where are you going to put your money? How much you're going to get as far as return on it, and worrying about volatility. So I love this. I mean,
Australia's the same as the States, man. We're pretty much they want to hog the rates, man. We're stuffed here.
What you mean?
High taxes
and earn 100% or more. What?
Yes, Tony's ready to go. Tony's ready to go.
No, I'm pumped, bro. I'm super pumped. And I'll just give you another little bit of an alpha here. I'm trying to work things out. So when we launch, without giving you an exact time, but when we do launch, we're going to try to launch it at a time we're tying in all regions of the world. So everyone's going to be available to watch. And see when we launch. So, we're looking at for US, also for you Millionz, that'll be in there, nice. Nel, you may have to wake up or stay up a little bit later. Obviously you're a couple of hours ahead of me. So, man, but I'm trying to do it to fit in everybody. Okay. To try to fit in everybody. So, but we are in final testing now. And just cleaning up a few things with the UI, and obviously just things because we're regulated. There's certain things that you can and you can't say, right? You got to be very careful with things that you say, and so that's the stuff that we're clearing up, because it's not that we're trying to hide anything. It's just the fact that we don't want people to get the wrong idea about something if they hear a particular terminology being used.
Correct. That's illegal.
Obviously,
crypto copywriter or something.
Yeah. So obviously, our number one thing is to protect the people, but also we need to protect our licenses. Yeah. We don't want any shit from anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Those licenses are very hard to come by. You lose it, you never get it back.
Banco Central, you were saying, is that the main?
Yeah, man. That's a central bank. Yeah,
that's a central bank.
Yeah, that's right. So when we release, when we launch, you'll see the references to the licenses and our partner company that's behind it. You'll see that there, and you can go onto the central bank sites and you'll see that the licenses are legit and everything like that, how long we've held the licenses. So it is 100% a real deal, legit OTC, which has already been running. And that's how we came to this. We thought, okay, we're building something else, which was actually called Stable Stake. And guys, just so you know, Stable Stake, there is a Stable Stake site out there. It is not us. Okay. So
I thought I'd heard the name.
Yeah, it's not us. It's not us. It's actually really funny. We looked at it with my partners. We looked at it last night and went, what the hell is this? But what we're launching, you'll see it's Stable Swap. And it's just going to be amazing, guys. That's all I can say. I'm super pumped about it. I have nothing to hide. you know, we did this because we already had a business model. We were going to launch this other thing. And then we thought, you know what? Forget it. We already have this business model that's been running. Let's integrate that into this project that we're doing. Keeps us 100% legit. We can show our faces. We don't have to be anonymous or anything like that because we are 100% legit. That's why I'm out here. I'm talking about it because
is this the first of its kind, Danny, or what?
Pretty much, man. With the whole structure that we're doing, this is going to be the first of its kind.
Yeah, so
that's going to take the world by storm.
Banking and crypto coming together. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
I can see everything.
It's rare.
Man,
so you guys are on ground floor. There you go.
Unreal, man. That's unreal.
Yeah, pioneering again, brothers.
Can you imagine having somewhere like this as well when you take profits, you know, from big green candles and stuff like that, to have somewhere to put those stable coins rather than just have them sitting in the wallet.
Exactly.
To be able to take these big fat green candles and, you know, take whatever you're going to take out and put it somewhere like that is a total game changer, man. That's a major game changer.
To be honest with you guys, I mean, I'm already talking with other protocols and other programs where they're now looking at using their treasury funds, putting it into stable swap, generating real world revenue, and then putting it back to fund their own projects.
That's awesome.
Do you see what I mean? The collaboration is going to be amazing.
Absolutely. Because they don't want just to have their money. They want to park it somewhere and earn for the project. They need external revenue for these projects to keep them sustainable. Just like your business model, the external revenue source, get with the fees to keep the business model sustainable. I love it, man. I love everything about it. But yeah, man. Thanks for sharing all that. We appreciate you, dude.
No worries, man. No worries at all. I'm excited, and you know, I have so much love for you guys, man. The Crypto Collective. I put a shout out to you on every stream that I have now. I have it scrolling along the top because I really appreciate you guys, man. So you know, thank you for having me here.
I was going to have a word to you, man. His live streams are looking dope. We got to move to what Danny's on. He's got all this fancy shit around the screen, and you know.
He's probably using StreamYard too, just like he's more advanced.
Actually, bro, I've just transitioned away from StreamYard, to be totally honest with you, man.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm now on. Well, I've been using Streamlabs for many years, but Streamlabs bought over a thing called Melon, and they've renamed it as Talk Studio, which is a similar setup to this. But now I can integrate the stuff from Streamlabs into Talk Studio. I mean, my desk is really messy, but I'll give you an idea, right? I can transition camera to camera because I'm using Streamlabs as a virtual cam. Now, if I go, for example, here, I got my overhead cam. Look how smooth this transition is.
Nice.
Hey.
Right.
Nice.
And that's all running, like, I'm not having to like switch cameras and stuff. So I've got all that stuff happening, man. It's really, really good. We can talk about this. I can teach you how to use that. And it's actually cheaper than StreamYard.
Oh, shoot. Sounds like easy.
Yeah.
Easy to say.
I'm saving about $30 a month or something US by with the move.
That's
that
like
I've
half
made.
the price, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like
I was paying 50 something bucks. I'm paying $19 something now with so many more features. So
well, I'm gonna look into it. I've heard enough. I've heard enough. All right. Yeah, dope. All right, guys. We're gonna close up here. Thank everybody for joining on the stream. You know, we always try to bring y'all drip content, crypto content, whatever's on our minds. And we just appreciate each and every one of you attending, except you scammers and you fudders of your own bag and all you WhatsAppers. Y'all suck. This is the house of Maxis, the house of winners. Thank y'all for joining. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll see y'all in the next show.
Later.
Peace. Later. Thank you for joining us.